Hey lovelies, it's me, and as some of you know, I've now moved back to Canada, so this is my first video in my new place. Well, it's my parents' house, it's just their basement. But I've got some exciting new things, such as this black background, which I'm excited about because I don't like brighter backgrounds for ASMR videos, and I've had a white background for a while, so it'll be nice to try out the black. I'm also going to be buying some new things soon, although probably waiting for Black Friday sales, so I'm gonna get some nice new microphones and some nice new lighting, and I'm gonna be all professional and stuff. I almost swore there, but I didn't, so it's still PG. Well, let's just get right into our session though. We are going to be doing a tarot reading, and I've done this kind before where instead of just having a pre-made layout and everyone has the same reading, I guess instead I do a kind of choose your own adventure model. So today I have 4 sets of 3, and with each set you'll be asked to choose a card, and then there will be timestamps, so you can either skip around if you'd like, or you can just wait around until I get to whichever one your card is. So, up to you. But since last time I did more of the major arcana, I think they're called, I thought today I would do a reading only with the minor arcana, which are the suits. So basically you'll be choosing 1 pentacle, 1 wand, 1 sword, and 1 cup. And then your reading will be based around that. But if you'd like, you can watch. I'll be trying to do some hand movements and tracing of the cards. But if you'd like, you can also close your eyes because it's just going to be me reading the cards. But let's get right into it. Okay, I'm gonna shuffle them around a little bit so they're not in numerical order. But we are starting with Pentacles, which Pentacles is to do with more physical aspects of life, so work, money, physical items, anything like that. But I would now like you to choose from either 1, 2, or 3. Whichever one is calling to you. And now that you've selected, we'll begin with the first one. And the first one is the 6 of Pentacles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. Now this card is all about generosity. It could be either coming from you or coming from someone else. If you feel like you're at a stage in your life where you're feeling secure with your money and your physical assets, then maybe this card is telling you that it's time to be generous with your wealth. And maybe that will lead to even better things. Not just money, but new relationships, stronger relationships. But if you're not feeling secure with your financial standings, this card could be indicating that something generous is coming your way. And it's telling you not to let your pride get in the way, as we all need help sometimes. And that's okay to admit that we need help. Our next pentacle is the Three of Pentacles. 1, 2, 3. And this card is about collaboration. So maybe you have a new goal that you've come up with. Maybe you're working on a big project at work or something in your personal life. This card is advising you that you should try to collaborate with whatever's going on in your life right now. Because different people have different skills, and sometimes working together we can make a better outcome than anything we could have done alone. Our last card, or the third Pentacles card, is the Seven of Pentacles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And maybe you can tell by this card, but this card is all about hard work and how that will lead you to reaping rewards. So this card is telling you that whatever you're working on right now, you should avoid cutting corners or looking for the easy way out. Because if you work hard and put in real time and effort, then you will be rewarded greatly. Well, that's it for our pentacles. And our next suit is going to be swords. Which swords deals with actions such as change, ambition, power, conflict. These could be constructive changes or actions, or they could be destructive, depending on the rest of your reading and the card itself. But for now, I'd like you to choose again either card number 1, card number 2, or card number 3. So the first card, if you chose this one, is the 7 of Swords. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You couldn't carry those 2. That's okay. You can take 2 trips. That's fine. But this card is all about prioritizing your actions and your life. Usually, if you draw this card, it's hinting that you are feeling very pulled in different directions. Or, as one of my favorite hobbits said, you feel like too little butter spread thinly over too little bread. That's not a direct quote. I can't remember it off the top of my head. But either way, it means that maybe you've been saying yes to too many things, or just taking up too many activities. This card wants you to take a step back and just evaluate where you're spending your time and your effort. Maybe you need to prioritize some things more than they have been. Or maybe you need to tell some people no, so that you can prioritize yourself more and the things that you want. Because it is okay to put yourself first sometimes. We all need to look after ourselves. The next card we have is a very classic one. The 2 of Swords. 1, 2. And the 2 of Swords represents that you are making either a very big decision or a difficult to make decision in your life. Usually, with this card, it's the kind of decision where both sides seem equally good or bad. And so it can be very difficult to arrive at a conclusion. Another thing about this card is the blindfolded woman. This could represent either you not having all the knowledge or all the facts that could help you make this decision, or it could also mean that you're purposefully running away from this decision, putting your fingers in your ears going, la 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 la, I can't hear you, which is an effective strategy. But this card is advising you that as long as you use both your head and your heart while making this decision, the outcome will most likely be for the best. But our last swords card is the Four of Swords. 1, 2, 3, 4. And this card is about resting, which is always something good to do. The two main scenarios that this card is usually referencing are either you've just completed a goal or a stage of a goal and you're very excited and you want to start the next stage right away to continue your trajectory. This card is then basically telling you, stop, just for a little bit, and rest. Not for long enough to lose your momentum, but just a short time to reflect on how far you've come and to think about the best way to approach your next stage. The other thing it could be referencing is maybe you haven't started this project yet, but maybe you've recently gotten a new idea, or maybe you've gotten a new project or assignment at work. And this card just wants you to take a few moments to think about this task before you dive headfirst into it. Because maybe you end up thinking of a better way to do it that actually takes you less time. Or maybe you think of something that will make it better. But that is it for our swords. Our next suit is going to be cups. And now cups, if I can get these separated, normally deal with more emotional levels of consciousness. So, relationships, love, feelings. Some of these cards can be definitely interpreted in a romantic way, but not necessarily. They could also have to do with platonic relationships or friendships, anything like that. So again, I would like you to choose your card. We have the first card, the second card, or the third card. But the first card we have is the Ten of Cups. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And this card is sometimes referred to as the Happy Family card. Now, this could mean your blood relatives, but it could also mean your chosen family. It doesn't just have to be blood. Sometimes this card can indicate that a very great time is coming where you'll get to spend time with your family, blood or chosen. Maybe it's a reunion or a vacation with friends, or maybe you're just going on a small weekend away. But either way, you should cherish this time. The other thing it could mean is, in the romantic side, maybe it means that your happy family from the future is approaching soon. So maybe you're about to meet someone, or maybe you just have met someone, and they're about to become part of your family. Maybe a best friend, maybe a significant other. But either way, this card is usually good. The next Cups card that we have is the Two of Cups. 1, 2. And the Two of Cups is always in reference to the flow of emotions between two people. Now again, this could be romantic, or it could also be platonic. But this card is advising you that either you are about to meet or have just met someone who's going to be very important in your life. It doesn't necessarily have to be a long relationship, but this relationship will be impactful on you and your future either way. And so this card is advising you that if you do meet anyone new or you have just met someone, try to keep an open mind and explore if this could be that important person to you. The last Cups card is the Five of Cups. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And at first glance of this card, you might think it's a sad card, with the man being very sad. Because this card usually comes when some sort of opportunity or situation recently didn't turn out the way you wanted. Maybe it was a big thing, maybe a promotion you didn't get at work. Maybe it's something small. But either way, this card is actually a beacon of hope. Because this card is telling you to keep your head up and to keep your mind open. And a new opportunity will come along. Maybe better than the first one. This is basically the card of when one door closes, another one opens. And something better is coming for you. Our last suit is the suit of wands. And I saved this one for last because wands deals with our primal energy, like our spirituality, our connectedness, creativity, intuition, things like that. But for one last time, I would like you to choose either 1, 2, or 3. The first card from our wands is the 9 of Wands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And this card is about feeling strong in the face of adversity. It's actually quite similar to the last card. But this card is saying that if you've recently had a setback or discouragement, to not feel down. I know it's easier said than done, but this card is saying if you stay strong and steadfast as yourself, then good things are coming your way. One thing about this card is it kind of hints that if we got to our goals very easy, they wouldn't feel very fulfilling. We wouldn't really feel like we achieved anything if everything went our way and everything was very easy. This card reminds us that sometimes a difficult hike can make the viewpoint at the end so much better because we appreciate all the struggles it took to get there. The next wands we have is the Six of Wands. And this is a nice card because it's all about feeling self-love and self-confidence. Maybe you've recently achieved something, or maybe you've just had a good week. Maybe you've won something small. But in any case, this card is telling you to take some time and celebrate your victories. Now is a time to be confident in yourself. There can be a very fine line between being confident and arrogant, for sure. But this card is letting you know it's okay to be confident in yourself once in a while without being too arrogant. Our last Wands card is the Three of Wands. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I don't know if I counted my last ones. I'm going to count them now just in case, because now I'll feel bad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. For the last one. But this one right now is 1, 2, 3. And the Three of Wands is all about how there are going to be many available changes or options just on your horizon. This could be anything from traveling to work opportunities, learning opportunities. But this card would like you to remind yourself not to settle into too much of a routine, and that you should keep an open mind for some of these opportunities that may become available to you. Because if you do, maybe you'll be able to go further than you had ever thought. reading today. I hope you enjoyed. I just want to add a disclaimer that I'm not a professional at this, so please don't take my word as law and make any life-changing decisions because of what I said. It's all just for good fun. And also sorry if I made any mistakes on the cards. I tried my best to research. But if you made it to the end, thank you so much for sharing this session with me. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, I would please ask that you like and comment and subscribe and ring the bell. All those fun things that YouTubers always ask you to do. We're always so needy, aren't we? But even if you do none of those things, I appreciate you just for being you. And I hope you have a fabulous rest of your day. Okay, see you next time.